Hello and welcome to the next episode of The Chat. I'm Wes,
I'm Kyle.
and let's jump into it. Title card. So, we're here with...
I'm Billy. I'm one of the other owners.
Going back to Montana. We're here with Montana. You are Montana.
I play Astra.
I play Astra.
And that was it. That was the only thing he
Me
said.
and Kyle were just like, okay.
You're not wrong. But anyways, you're Billy.
I really should have paid attention when you guys gave me the walkthrough of what to do.
Nah, it's
No,
fine.
no,
Okay.
it's best that you don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
we shoot from the hip on every episode.
Good.
So yeah.
We found if we have a formula and like a script and all schedule and all that, it goes to crap.
Okay.
Yeah.
It goes
Yeah.
terrible. So it's better if we just go, hey, whatever, hi.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So try again.
No, we're leaving this.
We're leaving it.
Totally.
All right. All right. So we're doing it live.
So howdy, Billy. What's up?
Not much. I'm really excited to finally get a chance to be on. It's good that like our schedules finally kind of aligned that it could be.
yeah.
schedules.
Yeah. That's the thing is like trying to get everybody on here
Right.
with schedules and it's crazy. But we are here today. So Billy, why don't you tell us a little bit about your history? Like what kind of got you into this genre of life? I don't know how you say that. Lifestyle? No, because that sounds like no.
I mean, we can
genre of life is what we're
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
with from
yeah,
now
that's
on.
what we're gonna,
I met Matt Duplessis and Matt Prater. I don't even remember how long ago. We all met doing On the Spot, the improv troupe here in town. So I auditioned for that and made the cast. Prater was our director, and that's how I met Duplessis and everything. And then after a little while, they asked me if I wanted to try playing Pathfinder. It was something that I'd never done before, but I was like, okay, yeah. And I joined that game, and then my wife joined a little while after, and we had, I think, a 3 or 4 year campaign with that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. COVID kind of ruined it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
COVID kind of ruined everything.
yeah. At one point during a game, though, the Matts asked me, hey, we want to talk to you about something. We have this idea to open a game store. Do you want to be a part of it? And I was super excited for it. I said obviously yes. I brought in like the Pokemon cards and everything.
Oh okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wondered who brought that stuff in because I know because there was like Final Fantasy, Pokemon, even though that
Never really kind of took off here.
well Pokemon still does. We still have people coming in. All
Yeah,
the time,
when we get cards.
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways,
the thing.
Pokemon and
Pokemon and like I can run games and stuff for D&D or Pathfinder.
Like we're a guild of game masters.
It's
Yeah.
almost like that. Yeah.
it's I don't know. It'd be a good name for something.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Maybe like, do we tell somebody that?
No, we'll keep
Or-
it a secret.
okay.
We'll let 'em
No,
figure it
yeah,
out.
yeah. We gotta
Right.
we gotta finish the title. It's kind of a work in progress
Okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of work. We're workshopping it right now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so was that kind of your first introduction into like role playing? Was
Yeah, I was
with
going to
them?
say the way you made it sound like you weren't really a role player beforehand.
No. I hadn't actually ever played D&D or anything like that.
Oh wow, yeah. So that was your first interview, huh? Interlude, something.
Introduction.
No, yes, but there's listen. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That was your first time.
Yeah. that was yeah.
Yeah, and who was running that campaign?
Prater was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We had a session 0 and they kind of explained this is our group that we're doing, the Coven of Friends, and Matt ran us through Prater ran Duplessis and I through a little like one shot to kind of get me kind of acclimated to the game and what I was doing.
Sure,
That's
yeah.
really what it's like. Yeah.
I almost died in session 0 because I kept trying to kill a boar.
Yeah.
It wasn't going down, and Duplessis wasn't waking up.
So it
'cause
very,
it was my
sounds
watch.
very Game of Thrones-ish.
Yeah.
Sounds almost like a warlock trying to kill a dinosaur with a knife.
Is
mean-
that a thing you did?
Yeah.
I mean, no, who would do that?
Everyone was screaming,
Yeah.
use a spell! and
Eldritch
he-
Blast is a thing.
Oh no,
Oh, he was
I
fully
finally
aware.
used it,
He was
yeah.
fully aware.
I finally fired Eldritch Blast whenever I was in its mouth,
When you were like
And
out
missed.
of
getting swallowed. Yeah, but I
And-
went and I tried stabbing it with a dagger. I missed.
And missed with the
missed,
Eldritch
yeah.
Blast in its mouth.
Yes, I rolled nat ones on both of those.
in what like pop culture or like fantasy or anything that you're aware of has a dinosaur ever been killed by a knife?
Listen, I picked up a pre-made character and I was going through the stuff it had and it said dagger and I was like, well, I'm gonna use it.
Here's the thing. He's not new to role-playing. He's not new to any of this. He got his character sheet and was like, okay, so I'm a warlock. And a dagger.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you probably have a weapon of some kind. All
So
I
I
have
spent
is a dagger. And I
A
was like,
whole turn walking to it and then finally got the next turn to stab it.
You walked within eating range
Yes.
to wait a second before.
Stabbing it. Yeah. And then I missed. And then
he-
then I got
He didn't walk. He used double movement to get
Right.
there.
well,
He ran.
sprinted.
He
I
sprinted,
sprinted, yeah,
up to
yeah.
it to stop
That
to stab it.
yeah.
I mean, that's a super like Muldoon move,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. It didn't work though.
no,
Not
it
at all.
didn't work
Didn't
for
work at
Muldoon
all.
even with that 12 gauge.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
we kind of went on a tangent there.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you weren't
I'm not
new.
sorry.
No, true. You weren't a role player, but you said you brought in Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon like most of my life.
Yeah.
I think my first game I think was either red or yellow. I think it was yellow.
Yeah.
I remember getting yellow for Christmas one year, and I put it in my Game Boy Color. I got one of the like.
Such good memories.
Yes.
I think it was Now That's What I Call Music Volume 3 with like
Yeah.
it had
Yep.
All Star by Smash Mouth.
Volume
and-
3.
Yeah.
I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about because I had the same
Yep.
thing. So
Load
yeah.
that into my
Oh my
Discman,
gosh.
turn
Yep.
on my Game Boy, and like 4 hours later I would look up and it was dark.
Yeah. Yellow was awesome though because
Yeah.
it was like you started with Pikachu and like I started with red, and then Tommy, another friend of ours who's a guild member, also
Will be up here eventually. Well, if we can drag him.
right. Yeah, he's kind of
He's small. I can drag him.
yeah. But anyways, so I bought for myself red for Christmas, and then I got him blue for Christmas, and we started. And then we both bought yellow, and
Yep.
it went downhill from there. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I wish. Do you have any like the real rare like expensive Pokemon cards?
Yeah, I had a base set Blastoise,
Oh wow.
Gyarados, Chansey. I never got the base set Charizard because I am married and I have a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So so you played the card game since it first came out too?
Yeah, I can remember. I think it came out. It came out in I think here 99.
98, 99, yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
I remember like opening base sets, and
Yeah.
I remember Jungle and Fossil and
Yeah.
Neo Destiny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of fossil Pokemon, who's your favorite one?
My favorite fossil Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm probably Kabutops. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like him too, but also in some of the newer stuff, the Tyrantrum, the T-Rex one?
Tyrantrum. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyrantrum.
Yeah.
I love that one too.
Tyrantrum's good.
But yeah.
Okay. Us other than fossil favorite Pokemon.
I'm I get called a Gen 1er a lot. My favorite Pokemon is...
Doesn't count. I mean, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
my favorite Pokemon is Vaporeon.
Yeah!
I pick Squirtle as my starter. The deck that I run here at the guild is actually built around Vaporeon.
So water type's your
Yeah.
thing. Okay, all right.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Whenever I beat a game, I always do a water type Nuzlocke. at
Yeah.
least once.
A water type
yeah.
Nuzlocke. Okay.
Yeah.
I have yet to do a Nuzlocke. I've heard all about it, and I've seen like
They're
playthroughs
amazing.
and stuff.
It's so good, but it's so easy to just get depressed.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
You
yeah.
make one mistake and you're like, well, that's dead.
There
Yep,
goes my
yep.
favorite. Fuck.
Yeah.
I like, see, I'm a big dragon type.
Yeah.
Fire, it used to be fire back in the day, and
Mm-hmm.
then dragon, but yeah, like Charizard was my first,
Yep.
Charmander was my starting, and then Flareon. So
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. Actually, better than Flareon, in my opinion, Growlithe and Arceus.
Arcanine.
Thank you, yes. Arceon's the normal type god. I meant
That's
Arcanine.
Arceus.
Arceus
is God.
Yes. I knew that. I'm testing
Yeah.
everybody at home. That's what. Yeah,
He's having a senior moment.
I am.
Right.
Yeah. There's too many R's something.
They're really. I was gonna say, are you thinking Archaeopteryx or
That's
the, like,
probably
one of
the
the
bird one.
pterodactyl
Yeah,
bird things?
yeah.
See, I have to agree. It's there's first generation, and then there's a handful of others, and then it's just Pokemon.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'm terrible when I like see like Gen 2. I'm like, wait a minute, what's that? Like,
Yeah.
Didn't you
No,
play
Gen
this?
2 was awesome because they had like Cyndaquil and
Yeah, I'm not saying there.
Bayleaf. And,
I'm not saying there aren't some gems from there, but a vast majority of it, I'm just like,
I'm good up to I think about Gen 5 or 6, and after that I can look at it and be like, I don't know what
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah. I still play all the new stuff because, like the new one that just came
Yeah.
out, I actually really do enjoy it. But, like, they just don't have that, like, spot. You know what I mean? Because, like,
I think
whenever they
that's
did
mainly
the raid...
nostalgia. That's
Oh, no, absolutely.
I love Violet, but
Yeah.
the problem for me is with any open world game, it takes me forever to finish it.
Oh,
Yes.
Because
yeah.
like I'll be on my way to an objective, to a
then
gym
you
or
Yep.
a team
ADD out.
star, and
Yep.
then that hill looks super cool.
Yep.
I bet there's something awesome on, and it's
Yep.
just covered in like Witzel and
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
important, but I
yeah.
spend like 2 days just looking around.
Yeah, like the snow mountain in the kind of the
Yeah.
northeastern part. I went to the very top of it just so I could jump off and fly down.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
literally what I did. And then,
Yeah.
no point other than that. But
Didn't
yeah.
we do that chasing each other once?
Yeah. Yeah.
We were racing.
Yeah. And I won.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won.
Only because I knew the area better.
Right.
But yeah, no. So have you ever caught shiny?
I have. I actually caught my first shiny in Scarlet and Violet a week or 2 ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't have the shiny charm. I didn't have
Yeah.
anything. I just sort of found it.
Right.
It was a Hoppip, but at the same time, I'm like, that's a shiny Hoppip. And
Listen, that's not a terrible choice.
Yeah.
Because I've got a shiny Bronzor that I found naturally in Pokemon Violet.
He bronze.
It's in my
Yeah.
Pokemon home right now, I think. I do have a shiny Arcanine from
Oh.
Shield.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so awesome. My first ever shiny was shiny Giratina. And I was like so ecstatic about that. Like one that was naturally occurring, I guess.
How
I
many
should say.
resets did that take you?
2. Yeah.
That only took you 2
Yeah.
resets.
Yes. One. So I wasn't trying to intentionally catch a shiny with him because I wanted to add him to home.
Yeah.
And so I battled him the first time. I knocked him out. So I was like, crap. So I reset it. Jump back on. He's shiny. And I was like, oh, a Master Ball. Where's my
Right.
Master Ball? And I threw my Master Ball. I didn't even try to fight him at that point. So I didn't even check his IVs, nothing. I
No.
just wanted it. So,
Right.
but yeah, that was my first natural one anyway. But which was a complete fluke.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about so you say anything past Gen 5, you kind of get fuzzy on. What was kind of your first? What was your first completed one?
My first completed dex?
Yes.
My first completed dex was probably either yellow or silver.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Those
I don't
where it
really
was
think I even understand those words. Completed decks.
I mean, a lot of people don't. Like,
I've tried.
yeah.
um, the
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it was probably yellow.
Yeah.
I think I completed the silver decks, but it was still semi manageable.
Right,
It's
right.
like
Now it's like 500 and something.
oh, it's way like I don't know what the dex is for.
The national or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Has it hit
it's a lot.
1,000 yet?
Oh, it's probably over.
Yeah, I assume it is. Again, Gen 1,
Yeah.
a few Pokemon, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, they're. Did you the Legends of Arceus? Did you play it?
Yes,
I loved that one. Did you like that one?
I really did. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like
Same.
it.
Yeah.
Because like I was excited for something new,
Right.
Right.
but at the same time I'm like I don't want them to mess this up.
Yeah.
This is-
Yeah.
And the first time I like got to see them like in the overworld and realized like,
Yeah.
I would have to dodge and
Because they try to kill
oh
you.
yeah,
What I love is we were talking about it, and Kyle was like, I don't know. And I got it because my daughter. So we got it, and we played it. And I was like, Kyle, you have to. And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, Pokemon Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's like, wait, what? He bought
that
it the
night.
next
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, it was that night?
It was that night. Yeah.
I was going to say, because the next day you had it, and I get a text message going, dude!
Yeah.
yeah.
And I like being able to create your own Pokeballs, which I think was
Right.
cool. But I don't think there was enough that you could create. I wish there was more you could create, but it was really cool that you could do that.
Yeah.
I think my one issue with Legends, and I understand it's a limitation that the game has.
Mm-hmm.
I've defeated Giratina and
Yeah.
Palkia, Dialga.
Yeah.
I don't need the security corps to escort me back anywhere.
Oh yeah, right.
But
yeah.
I'm like, okay, that the game has to do this. it's
Right,
fine.
right.
But I always get a little annoyed when they're like, yeah, the security team will take us there. I have
gods
on my belt.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Like I
I'm
don't need
fine.
them. yeah, yeah. No, I never actually thought about that until you just said that.
Yeah.
That is hilarious because it's like, no, I've beaten all of you. Why would I want you to escort
Yeah.
me? Like, you should be asking me to escort you out there. Yeah. No, that's funny. Yeah, I never thought of that.
I think that was the first Pokemon game in a long time too that actually kind of surprised me a little bit when you find out the Potato Mochi guy is just this like retired ninja.
Yeah.
Like completely when that happened, I stopped and I was going, "Wait, am I gonna lose to this guy?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm a little concerned.
When that big reveal at the end was hilarious because he's like, this old man walks up and he's like, "You got to fight me to get through," and I'm like, "Okay, sure." And then all of a sudden, poof, and he's a ninja, and I'm like, "What the shit?
Yeah,
What? What?
Right,
This
yeah.
whole time? Like what?"
he came out and like did his ninja pose and everything, and I'm like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, yeah. It was that was hilarious. That game, there were a few surprises in there.
Yeah.
I will say, and I can't remember what the gigantic Pokemon that you could get. You know, like the
the alphas.
alphas. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I really
Oh,
like them.
Lord, the alphas.
I got an alpha Garchomp, which I was super
Oh, wow.
pumped about. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna throw that to home, and immediately threw it to home. So
Yeah. I think I have an alpha Torterra. I think that I caught.
oh yeah, that's awesome. I like Torterra.
So we kind of went off on a tangent on Pokemon there
Yeah.
for a minute.
That's what the show's about.
No, yeah, I know. I was just gonna say, is there any other, let's say, nerd-esque things you were interested in before? Since I find it interesting to say that you never role played before.
I never had. I have a degree in theater, so like I'm used to
Improv
acting and
and-
improv
yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I'd never actually sat down and created a character for me to play like that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's got a big dick.
I bet that guy's going to get some pickles from the side of the road.
I love how no one. There's going to be no reference to that joke because that was said before everything.
Was it?
Yeah, that was said
Yeah.
when we were getting set
well,
up.
You can keep that in, Matt, and then people, if you want to know what that refers to, put it in the comments.
It's like a little hidden Easter egg.
Yeah. It's an Easter egg. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Actually, you know what? We haven't done a promo code in a long time. Promo code will be
Pickles.
side of the road pickles.
Side
Side
of the road
pickles.
Okay.
Yep. So that'll be the code going on next week.
Okay.
Come in, you get 15% off one item. Or is it 15 or 10? I don't remember what we said.
It's 15% off one item, any item except for Warhammer.
Except Warhammer. Yeah, that's right. So there you go. Little boop thing for the audience there. Was there ever? Did you ever like? Surely you heard about role playing before that point, right?
Yeah. I knew about it in college. I knew some friends that played it. I got invited to like some games. I just could never
Schedule conflicts.
I could never make
Right.
it. It was something I was interested in. but
Sure.
From what everybody told me about it, like I was a little nervous about like the time dedication for it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And-
Yeah.
Once I started playing and kind of started figuring out like how my character thought and
Yeah,
acted and
yeah.
everything, I realized, oh god, this is a huge time suck.
Yeah.
And like the first time I DM'd
Oh,
a
Lord.
it was like a small 3 series game. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, I've got this basic story down.
Yeah.
And,
They're
like,
going to do A, they're going to do B.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm planning
yeah.
all this out, and within 5 minutes, I have to like have this entire backstory of like this goblin with like a limp that just managed to like be in the
Right.
yeah.
He was just a side character.
He was
Just
just
like-
there.
You
Like,
Yeah.
made the mistake of giving an identifying mark
Yep.
to an NPC,
Yep,
and everyone's
yep.
like, ooh, what's that?
That must be important.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's one thing about DMing is you just kind of have to let the
Yeah.
party evolve on its own.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Make your plan and then know to immediately go to shit.
Yeah.
yeah. So have you only played Pathfinder and D&D?
I've played Pathfinder. I've played D&D. We did a I think 3 or 4, maybe 4 session game of Starfinder with Duplessis.
Oh no.
Well, in one session, we managed to kill off his 2 favorite NPCs, and we didn't mean to. It just happened.
It just happened, right?
And I don't remember playing after that, and I'm not really 100% sure why we stopped.
Matt was probably like, "No, you killed my bro."
Yeah,
I was
like,
like,
I want to say like
That
we
was
went
my
back-
OC. You suck.
yeah.
I want to say we went back to like playing our regular game, but I feel like it was probably Matt just going, I'm done.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
your stupidity caused me pain, and I'm not doing this again.
But yeah, so also you play Magic.
Yep.
So and you play Cat Dogs.
I do. Yeah, I play Ren and Siri.
Yep.
You are welcome.
Yes. Wes is actually, when I first decided I wanted to play,
Yeah,
I had made the comment that I wanted to play like a cat and dog deck, and
Right.
let's try this one.
yeah,
And I immediately was like, this is what I want.
yeah.
Yeah, I had made that deck for Ember because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
cats and dogs. She likes cats and dogs. Done. And she never fucking played it. But then he was like, I need a cat dog deck. And I'm like, this card. You need this card. This is your commander.
Yeah. And then you sent the alt art one in the
Yes.
Which looks
I
amazing.
can't wait. It's like,
Is that in the new set
it comes out this winter.
this winter?
Next winter, yeah.
it's from the Secret
Lair.
Lair, right? Yeah.
Because there's Ren and Siri, there's another cat, there's a bear,
Yeah.
and it's basically like if Lisa Frank decided to color magic cards.
Yeah, yeah.
And I showed my wife, and of course she was excited for me because I was excited, but she's like,
Yeah.
that's
I don't know
neat.
what that is. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then she asked me how much it was, and I changed the subject.
Smart man right
Yeah,
there.
I
That's
don't-
how you do that.
I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's gonna be, as far as she knows, it's gonna be a lot less than what I pay for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So Connie, if you're watching this, just ignore it.
Yeah, just
Edit that,
worry
Matt.
about that.
Edit that out.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
please.
Get that out of there. But yeah, so and then you also play goblins, right?
I do have a goblin deck. I have a Krinko deck.
That's right. Yeah, Krinko, yeah.
Yeah. I have where you tap Krinko and make just as many goblins as you have on the board.
Yep.
Yeah, you that deck actually makes a run for my money when I have
Rats.
my rats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I'm playing anyone with a Krinko deck, it's just like I'm playing rats. I'm playing Krinko.
Yeah.
And it's just who's going to out token the other.
Now, if you do that, and then I bring my elves, and we'll just see how many tokens we
your
can get on
elves
the
will be
field.
That's actually the first deck that I ever built by myself was my elf deck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I built a Golgari elf deck.
Yeah.
Abomination of Llanowar is my commander for it, where
Oh,
his power and toughness is equal to
Equal
what
to-
I have on the board plus
Yep.
what's in my graveyard.
it's so good. It's really good. I have one of those in mine.
Yeah.
But mine I do black, red, green, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a bit weird, but yeah, and then with partner commanders, which
Yeah.
is I like it, but
Yeah, your commander's black green, and then you threw.
no, I have
partner.
it's green red, and then I have a mono black partner.
I thought you had that. She was like a zombie elf or something. That was your commander.
Mono black, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's that.
The-
Yeah, it's partners.
The group hug lady.
Oh,
I can't think of her name. I know she's in mine, where you can make a colorless for every
yeah.
like everything that attacked that turn or whatever for you.
I can't remember the name.
I know.
But anyways, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's fun. You get two floating mana
Yep.
for That one's really good. So also we were talking, we've been talking here in the guild about some new adventures we're going to go on, and you were talking about having an idea for a campaign to launch at some point for D&D, right?
One thing that I do want to start doing is I do want to start doing like Wednesday one shots. Wednesday's the day that I'm like consistently here,
Yeah.
and so I want to start having like drop in one shots and stuff.
Sure.
I do have a couple. I have an idea for a campaign. It's not really like fully formed yet.
Right.
But I can't really. I don't really want to talk a whole bunch.
Oh, no,
about it.
yeah,
don't,
right,
don't,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
spoil it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of. I want it to be one of those things where the people who play. I don't know what to do with my hands while the train whistle's going because I'm immediately fighting the urge to.
Every time, me too.
Yeah.
But
So we're
anyway,
just gonna pretend like the train's not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My idea for my campaign though is I want like the big reveal to kind of make everything make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is something I'm working on. I've talked to you guys. I've talked to Praetor a little bit. I've talked
Yeah.
to Duplessis. I've got kind of like the outline for it.
Right.
But I still need to kind of build the skeleton of the story, like make
Sure.
the
Right.
reasons
Sure.
why you're doing
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and which we'll keep everybody posted for that because I think there's been floated a few ideas around here about campaigns that we want to start. And then I was broached by somebody asking, about one-shots and things like that. And I figured it'd be a good thing to kind of mention is that we do want to do that. And then we're also talking about the Patreon thing where you rent a DM, basically.
Yeah.
And we're working on that, too. So that stay tuned for that. I know we've been saying it for a little bit now.
We've been
but
saying it for a while, but the thing is schedules and everything aligning and
Yeah.
whatnot. That's the big hang up we have because
Which is the main problem with any kind of role playing game is trying to figure
Yeah.
out schedules.
like
and,
I had an idea for a campaign for this February,
Mm-hmm.
kind of a Valentine one shot thing to do, and I sat down and I had like over half of it kind of figured out, but then this and then 3D modeling and all that
Right.
everything and work and everything kind of came to fruition that I was just like, as we were getting closer to February, I was like, there's no conceivable way I can have this thing at a ready state before.
I mean, you could.
Shut up.
One thing, like even before we moved over here, that I've been trying to learn. I've been trying to learn the Alien RPG rules.
Oh yeah, I
'Cause
remember you telling
I
me
have
about
all
that.
the stuff for it.
Yeah.
That I need to run it. It's a different system.
Well, that one would be an awesome one to run during Halloween. Too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it is very much on the first page. Like when you read the GM guide for it, this is not a campaign or this is not something you want to run with newer players.
Oh
It,
really?
it specifically calls out like
Beware all who
a
enter
lot of the
here.
party will not make it.
Yeah, yeah. Which is very
Yeah.
alien. Like that's the thing is like Ripley was the only survivor on the one ship, and then she,
Oh, that would be kind of fun. Is have have only a couple players, like 2 or 3, and then have each of them make 3 or 4 player characters, as kind of like backup characters because
yeah.
shit's gonna die.
You have to. And one of the things that I like about it is they incorporate best friends and rivals.
Oh, really?
All the pre-gen characters that it comes with and everything.
Yeah.
But you have to have like a best friend that you would legitimately try to help, and a rival that
You would just let die?
you might your
Yeah.
character may if
Yeah.
it's like you're a scientist and your rival is a corporate, a person from Wayland Yutani, because a corporate I can't think of the word for it, but basically like a corporate man
Yeah.
could be your rival because he's not funding your research.
Right.
You know, if something bad happens, he's kind of off the board.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
That's-
will be
that's cool.
missed. Wink.
Yeah.
And like every class kind of has its own objective. Like, of course, the Wayland Yutani is to
Yeah.
get the
Get that
specimen,
specimen.
back.
Yep.
There's like salvage crews, there's space truckers, there's colonial marines.
We're gonna be space truckers.
Speaking
Yeah.
of space truckers, I don't mean to derail this conversation. I'm genuinely listening. There's a board game called Space Truckers, okay? And
Okay.
you literally build a tile. We need to get it for the store, and I keep forgetting to have Matt order it for us. But you get tiles, and you have to build your spaceship to haul cargo. And as you're going,
You fly
can
through asteroids.
you fly through asteroids. You hit like debris and stuff, and you can lose these parts of your ship. Well, there's like a core to put more engines on it, or
Yeah.
there's like a shield you can shield it, and like it looks like a ton of fun. I'll show you after
yeah,
this.
me,
yeah,
me
but,
and Kyle went down a rabbit hole with this game.
Yeah.
And what I think's hilarious is the first thing that caught us onto it was we were literally watching a video for some other board game to try to get the rules, and me and Kyle goes, "What's that poster in the background? It says Space Truckers.
yeah,
What is Space Truckers?"
yeah. It was real bad. It was real bad.
And then we are now like, you bought it, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm waiting on it. So
You're still waiting on it to show
Or
up?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't buy Space Truckers yet. I haven't done that one yet, but that's on my
Yeah.
definites.
Yeah,
But
we-
anyways,
yeah.
but there's Space Truckers, and then
ADD
company
is
that- yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
There's so many games though that like I want to get for the store.
Yeah.
And a lot of them I missed out on like the Kickstarter for because I would find
Same.
out like
Same.
there's a Resident Evil 2 board game.
Yeah, I
And
heard about
it's-
that.
It's so huge, but
yeah.
like
It could be worse. You could kickstart a game and still be waiting on it.
That's true.
Yeah.
We kickstarted a Monster Hunter game.
I
that
still
we're
get
waiting on.
I still get emails from it from time to time. They're like, "Hey, it's coming," and I'm like, "Neat. I don't can have it yet."
and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I want it just to paint a Rathalos. That's
Yeah.
all I want.
That and I did get a board game called Hell, which is
Oh, yeah.
a German, a Norse underworld kind of mythology game, and it looks awesome.
Kind of like Sinuous Song, whatever that game was called.
I was kind of attending it to. There's a game From Death or something.
Yeah, with the chick where she's like going through hell, or she's like
Oh, you're thinking of shoot.
they just made a second one.
Yeah, no, it's Hellblade.
Hellblade, yeah,
Hellblade.
yeah.
okay.
That one was good.
It's kind of like that, but you're actually in Niflheim.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
There's one, and it is a role playing game. I just found out about it. One of my favorite podcasts to listen to. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's an eldritch horror podcast. It's called Old Gods of Appalachia.
I have not.
I have heard about
yes.
it, but I have yet to actually get into it.
Check it out on Spotify. It's basically the Appalachian Mountains are older than like the rings of Saturn. They're some of the oldest like mountains in our universe, oldest
Yeah.
structures.
Yeah.
They
Well,
were
they were formed during Pangea.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were put there to hold something. Like something dark, and by
Okay.
coal miners coming in and like digging into the mountain, they're
Yeah.
releasing it. It's a horror anthology, and I first checked it out, and I listened to a few episodes and then a few more, and like all of the characters in it are so well done. They're actually coming out with a tabletop role playing game.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
and I cannot wait to get that.
Yeah.
Because I want to run this game in that universe because it is just so good.
I don't remember where I caught on to it. I think it was one of my mythology channels I
Yeah.
watch, but they talked about it, and I put it on my list. But it was one of those things I'm just like, yeah, I'll get to it.
Yeah, I'll check it out, especially since it's on like just something you listen to, which
Yeah.
is really good. Because
If you're vouching for it, then
Yeah,
definitely
check out Old Gods of Appalachia because that's kind of how. Yes.
Yeah.
check it out
everybody.
now. Pause this video.
Go. Yes.
Hashtag monster. Well, I don't know that we could even tag it since it's on Spotify.
They have like social media.
Do
and
they?
Stuff. Yeah.
We'll have to. All right, Matt. We'll have to tag that.
Please
Tag
tag
it,
it.
yes.
Because if they can mention us, that'd be awesome.
That wasn't for a shout out for us. Like I legitimately just love.
No,
it.
I know,
Like,
I know.
Um,
Billy loves it.
Yes.
I will probably love it.
I'm
Hashtag-
probably going to love it as well. Anything Eldritch, mythology.
Yeah.
Once they're just like, oh, hey, we're going with mythology and Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm real big into like Norse mythology, like,
Yeah.
and then like I kind of dove off into a tangent on listening to other mythologies, and and then Eldritch. I just kind of started tipping my toe into like Eldritch horrors and
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like that, because a lot of people don't know this about me. I don't watch scary movies because they scare me. Like, I am a big chicken when it comes to that stuff. Like, I don't like scary movies.
There's not
Saw?
a lot. There's not a lot that scares Kyle, but what scares Kyle scares the piss out of Kyle.
Yeah, heights, monkeys, clowns, scary movies.
Clowns. Yeah. I don't like
I
clowns.
fucking hate clowns.
We were going to the Evil Dead. You ever go to the Evil Dead musical?
oh, the
Evil
one here.
Dead has a musical.
Yeah, it's here
Like
in Oklahoma.
like
yeah.
Ash and
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It was fucking amazing. It starts so the
And there's
play,
a splash zone.
yeah, where they give you ponchos. Well, you don't have to wear them.
Yeah.
They give you ponchos because they come out with super soakers and spray you with blood while in the middle
And
of those.
if you make any kind of comment about how they're not spraying you with as much,
They
blood
will bring
as
buckets out.
Oh my! Where is? I want to go.
It's in. Hold on. Let me look.
Was it
Oh,
Lawton?
wait. Hold on. Pupper's Break, Matt. That's where you can put that in right now. Back from the break. We had to look up the Evil Dead stuff because it's
Matt,
awesome.
put up a poster of the Evil Dead.
Well, I don't know that they do it anymore because I was just looking on their Facebook and it said the last play was like in 2016.
put up a poster and then a big canceled across it.
No, don't do that. No, do instead of canceled, say please reopen
Okay.
because that
Yeah,
play
it
was
was great.
amazing. It was
But
amazing.
anyways,
It started
you have to
in New
wait
York.
you have to wait in line to get in,
Yeah,
and we're waiting in line, and I don't remember what happened, but I was like, like several people in front of Kyle, and they had zombies come out and scare people in line, and I'm just sitting there and I'm seeing all these zombies come out, and then I see one. I catch him as he's walking around the corner. Me and Kyle catch eyes at the exact same time. This guy's a zombie clown with a horn. Comes walking
Yeah.
around the corner.
Yep.
And I just look at the zombie and I look back at Kyle and all I see, I don't know if Kyle's seen it yet, but immediately I look back to Kyle going,
yeah. No, because I knew as soon as that came out and you were in front of me, I was like, he fucking better not send that. I will punch that guy because I fucking hate
Yeah.
clowns.
I get a text message from Kyle saying, I will stab him and then stab you.
Yeah. So because Wes just looks back at me with this fucking big shit-eating grin on his face, and I was like, "Don't do it! Don't do it, dude!" Yeah. Unlike your wife, I will follow through with my threats. Ex-wife, sorry. But anyway, yeah. So that it was a fun musical, and like they have a splash zone. They have it's like fully interactive too, which was really cool
Yeah.
because like out of all the plays that I've seen in my life, definitely in my top 3.
Oh wow!
I mean, it's that good.
One of my best memories of that, what I thought was so fun, is we were sitting watching the play, and we went to it in the past. And
Yeah.
this time they didn't like splash as much blood on us.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny because me and Kyle always got in the front row seat for that.
Because
Yeah.
we just got drenched
in blood. And we were sitting there, and it was the intermission. And when me and Kyle were talking, I'm like, "Does it seem like they're not doing as much blood this time?" And Kyle's like, "Yeah, I don't know."
And then we start bitching about it out loud.
We were bitching about it a little bit, and then I guess they heard us because literally, the next scene when it all starts, the first scene where you get splashed with blood, the chick walks out with the bucket, and then she goes,
Dumps it all over us. I mean, like, because it was like from me to Wes to the stage,
Oh,
right?
wow.
And so, like,
normally they'd take the bucket and go whoosh over
that or
everybody.
they use the super soakers.
Or the super soaker.
Yeah.
And then she just walks out and she goes,
She looks right at us. Because it was Wes's ex-wife, Wes, me, my ex-wife. And then she comes out and she doesn't even look at, she looked at us.
She walked out like she was gonna do it, and then she just goes,
Yeah. And then
and
just,
looks just straight up on me and Kyle. Even when they were coming out with the super soaker spraying people, one of the chicks, I forget, she was like,
yeah. And it was hilarious because like I said, it was fully interactive too. So like in the intermissions, like they would come out amongst the audience and like talk to people. It was really cool. It
Yeah.
was a great experience.
Anyways, we're running up on time, so I want to jump in. There's a few things that
not quite.
I know, but we're
anyway.
we're getting close.
Yeah.
And we've been running on a bunch of tangents. So there's a few questions that we normally ask our interviews.
Okay.
Yeah, but remember we
Interviewees.
talked about this. We want to talk about stuff outside the guild.
Yeah, I know, and we have been, and I have no problem with that. But I also wanted to ask a few questions, such as one of the questions we typically ask:
I'm gonna cut you
what's your favorite board game?
right in the balls.
Please.
My favorite board game.
Well, it's two: favorite board game and then
Okay.
easy setup board game.
Yeah,
Favorites.
like
It's actually the same game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a game that we have here. It's my favorite because I'm a horrible person. It's called Zombies.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
everyone who plays zombies is like, there's always that one dick that when you get to the helicopter, they screw everyone over.
Yeah.
Wait, so how is this gonna work out then? If you're both
Me and Billy, like I said, I always team up with one other person and screw everyone
Yeah.
else over. That's going to be Billy, and we are both going to screw everyone
Yeah.
over.
motherfuckers,
I love that game because it's different every time you play it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You get to make the board as you go,
Yeah.
so there's always different obstacles and everything. But somehow, like, probably 1 out of every 4 to 5 games I play, I always end up with that one card that sends a player back to start. And I hold on to it to the
so
very
bad.
and I will help one person the entire game. Like, I will align myself and like push them to the helicopter and like help them, clear
Yeah,
out the
yeah.
and they'll get on, and then I will play that card on them. And I love getting to watch Dick and like stare, and I'm like, that's zombies. And then I
Have you
get on
ever
the
played
helicopter.
Humans?
Humans?
It's literally zombies, but you're the zombies and you're hunting survivors.
No.
You get it. You start out. You get like a group of zombies. Where you get a whole bunch of zombies, and each zombie has their own stats.
Mm-hmm.
And you pick one. You start with one model, and then as you kill humans, you get new models, more
Okay.
models, and more models.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're a horde of zombies walking around just eating humans.
I played it once, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then, or Dead of Winter. Dead of Winter.
Dead of Winter, yes.
Dead of Winter.
But anyway, so Zombies is your favorite
Yeah.
board game. So, okay. I see that, actually. I see it. Yeah. Do you like Cards Against Humanity?
I love playing Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Anything by the Black Box line. Joking Hazard is actually my favorite.
I love Joking Hazard, too, yeah.
Joking Hazard can get like really messed up.
So
Yeah.
bad. Just and it's exactly like what Cyanide and Happiness would tell.
Yes. Yeah, and then New Phone Who Dis.
That's
not bad.
I'd like to play that one. That one looks.
Have you
fun.
not played that one?
Not yet.
It's not as funny. It's just kind of funny thinking like if
It's
it was an actual
situational.
Yeah. But those kind of games I really like too.
we should have here What Do You Meme and the Game of Thrones
Yeah.
expansion for it.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know we had the Game of Thrones expansion. That's
Oh
funny.
Lord.
Because that was one of the games that we brought. That one's a lot of fun.
Is it? Yeah. Oh man. But anyway,
So zombies is a fun game.
zombies. Also, like, what are your dreams that you want to see happen here at the guild? We ask everybody that too.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, I think for what I want for the guild is we're kind of on pace for it. I like the expansion that we've done from the old store to here.
Yeah.
I like going. I like what you guys are doing, kind of expanding our brand in ways that maybe we didn't think about.
Yeah.
Aw, flattery will get you everywhere.
It takes a village.
I like that we're kind of expanding though into different niches that people are starting to overlap,
Yeah.
because when we first started, my main focus was Pokemon.
Yeah.
I refused to play Magic for like the first 2 years,
Yeah,
just
right,
because
right.
everybody told me to play Magic.
Yeah.
that didn't
I
work
remember.
here for
I
very
remember
long.
going,
Yeah.
and you were just like so adamant about
I
not
wasn't
playing.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
But having the space now where we have a section for Warhammer, we have a section for
Yeah.
Star Wars Legion, we have Magic,
Yeah.
we have the paint room, we have the D&D room, we have
Yeah.
the table, and I see so many people start coming in for one reason,
Yeah.
and then a couple weeks later, you're showing them how to play Legion,
Yep.
or
Yep.
we're sitting down and playing Magic,
Or somebody comes in to play Warhammer, and the next thing you know, they're coming and begging me for, how do you play one-page rules? And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And,
That's you, Carrie. That was you.
yeah. It's your fault.
Well, it seems like every time one of us brings in something, everyone else just catches up on the love the person has for that, and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, well, let's jump in that too.
Yeah. 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 That was like Star Wars Legion for me was like, because it's a big passion of mine,
Yeah.
and it's like. I brought it in, and then Duplessis was like, well, I guess I'll put my rebels together. And he started building his list and that sort of thing. And you're right. I mean, because it's like an expansion that... Because you may hear something that I just had no idea even existed. And that is really cool about that.
It's weird to me too. I'm really interested in learning to play Star Wars Legion.
Yeah.
Because of you playing Star Wars Legion, I'm like, I think the right word, tangibly, I'm learning more about 3D printing from Matt because I'm watching the progress of the
Right,
AT-AT, and
right.
I'm like, this is really interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
And so your love of this one thing
Yeah.
is showing me something completely different
Right,
that I'm
right.
interested in.
What's so funny about that too is like Matt was like, we were talking. Actually, it was me and you. We were talking about having a centerpiece for
Yeah, me
the
and you have
board.
been talking about doing AT-AT for a
Right.
long time.
But we were talking about the scale of it. We were like, oh God, it's going to take so much time and work. And Matt comes in one day and he's like, it's printing. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what? He's like, we go in there and he's got a whole leg
Oh,
set up.
yeah.
And I was like, that's amazing. That's so much easier. So that has been Matt's like pushing him to 3D print is that dang
And
AT-AT.
it's
Me and Kyle had to have a discussion here lately, as it's getting closer to completion. We were like, do we really want to mess this up? Like,
It's too pretty.
it's too
Yeah,
pretty. Let's
yeah.
just put it together and have it sit there.
Yeah.
And then we were like, but if we want to have a centerpiece, we'll figure it out.
So we bought we're buying more filament so we can print another one.
Yeah, we're gonna print another one, and that one's gonna be trashed.
Yeah, yeah.
hearing you talk about World of Darkness, it's another one of those like I need scheduling and time.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But I'm super like having you kind of explain it to me as almost like Supernatural, the role playing game.
Yes.
It's
Like,
literally that's
I'm
literally
well,
what it is.
that's if you're playing Hunter.
Yeah.
Well-
Wait, like I love Supernatural, and so
Oh, it's such a
really
good show.
want to get into that world.
Wait, Sam or Dean?
Dean.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
good.
What one time again tangent? I'm really sorry. We went to Comic-Con in Kansas City a few years ago, and I
Yeah.
cosplayed as Crowley.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And we got to meet Crowley.
Really?
We met Mark Shepard.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I had him sign my
Oh.
first blade and everything. He complimented my tie and he told me that that's the closest tie he's ever seen.
Really?
Because Crowley's tie is one of a kind.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm in a convention hall, like it's hot, I'm in a suit. I'm like,
Yeah.
screw it, I'm going back. I'm changing clothes. I come back in, and typically I wear this hat, I'll have a t-shirt with like a flannel rolled up.
Right, right.
Pretty soon I saw somebody dressed like Cass, and they're like, can I get a picture? And I'm like, oh yeah. thinking like they're gonna have me take a picture with somebody. Well, Cass just comes up and like goes like this, and somebody takes our picture, and I'm like, okay, cool. That's neat. That's a thing. Go back. Somebody else. I think it was a Meg asked for a picture, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Took another picture, and finally I was like, why? And she goes, well, you're cosplaying Bobby, right? And then it hit me. I was like, I just dress like Bobby in my
complete
real life.
yes.
I'm like, yep, that's exactly what I do. This
Yeah.
isn't how I normally dress. Thanks.
That's
and, like,
amazing.
I'm wearing my flannel with the anti-possession sigil on my chest.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so expanding the brand, so to speak, and getting more people in. I mean, is there anything else like long term that you would like to see the guild? What is your, I guess, ideal version of the guild in your head? Like, what would it accomplish?
Ideally, I think what I want for the guild is like you said, in a non like explainable way. Basically, I want the guild's longevity. I want my daughter and your daughter and Prater's son. I want them to be able to come in after 8th grade or whatever, and be able to sit down and have a place to play.
Sure. Yeah.
I want it to succeed in the fact that ultimately the guild is our place now.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to always be our place because I feel like that's going to make it stagnant.
Yeah. It's
So to go on another question we normally ask
Okay.
interviewees, or I don't know what to call you, Billy. Have you any notable experiences with the ghost?
Oh yeah.
I have, like, just coming up here today, you guys had came up here already. I went to, like, lock the door and take off my jacket. He did follow me up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he does that.
I've been
We
up...
keep saying he, but we don't know if it's a
Yeah,
he.
that's
I
true.
definitely get man vibes, for sure.
Man vibes.
Yeah, no, it's like different. Anyway.
Anyways,
Yeah, I've been up here, like, showing people and stuff, and I've, like, kind of felt like a tap on my shoulder when my back is to something.
Yep.
If you guys are ever actually interested, for a couple years, I did do ghost hunting.
No, yes,
So I have
100%.
Like, I still have the equipment
Yeah.
somewhere.
I think we've mentioned that a couple times on
Yeah,
the
we
news
have.
about
Yeah.
getting you up here to do that.
I kind of don't want to, like, give him a better avenue to communicate because I feel like he doesn't like me.
You broke the first time you came up here. You broke something in
Oh,
spite
yeah.
of him.
We told you specifically about it, and the first thing you did was, like, didn't you,
It
like,
was a
drop
trophy.
a trophy?
Yeah, he smashed
Yeah.
it. He was like, oh, I bet he doesn't like this. And immediately after that, you were like, oh, the whole energy changed, and then you
Dude,
left.
the whole energy of the room did change, and then when I came up here, I was with I don't want to say names, but I was with somebody. We were walking down there, and and I just stopped. He commented on the fact that I just stopped at one point and stared into a door for the long time. He was like, "What happened there?" And I was like, "Oh no, I just felt weird," and
Yeah.
looked in the door, and he was like, "For that long?" And I was like, "What do you mean for that long?" He's like, "You stared in that door for like a solid 30 seconds to a minute and then just walked away." And I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
okay, I may have."
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I just remember stopping, looking, and then going on.
Now you definitely have to be here when we do it.
Yeah.
No-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%. No.
Didn't-
no Ouija boards though. I don't
Yeah.
fuck
No.
with that.
Didn't
I
you
don't
have
fuck with
a
that.
sound box and it said my name or something?
Yes. So there was a couple of times. So I came up with the
Like,
one of the
you had a
phone app.
spirit box?
Yeah. And so I came up here and it said his name and it said something like broke or something like that. I can't remember exactly. I wish I had the record because it was in my old phone.
You dick.
Yeah.
I
Then what was really crazy is that same session there was a group of people, I won't say any names, a group of people that came in. They're kind of, to give you an idea who it was, the cousins that come here.
Okay.
They came up here, and so we were up here on the spirit box, and one of them had their girlfriend with them, and it said a particular name, and then feast and came back, and I didn't really think anything about it, whatever, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, and the
tall one.
yeah, no, the short one, Shorter.
Okay.
Listen, if you know who I'm talking about, I don't mean anything by it. The shorter
He
than the
means
tall one.
everything by it.
So anyway, so he was like, we just came back from eating. And I was like, oh, and he goes, but don't say that to him downstairs because he will freak out. And what was crazy about it is the name that it said is not a common name. It is not even kind of common. And then we went back downstairs and I turned it off and I was like, that was interesting. But then I had it didn't say Wes, it said Westbrook. And so,
Everyone calls me that anyways.
right. So it was definitely referring. But yeah. So there's a lot of activity up here and I think we need to get some official equipment up here and we'll record it and we'll post it on here.
Yep.
Hashtag Guilds Haunted.
Yeah, I guess I gotta be
One
here.
you
Yep.
do.
Yeah.
The
you do.
lightning rod of hate.
One thing that we will do, whatever kind of is the most, like if it's most active somewhere, each one of us will spend time alone in that room.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck you, no!
Yeah. I'll
We
do
will.
it.
Oh no!
Yeah, you get to ask
I
questions.
don't-
Like we will not mess with you at all.
Wes, it's me doing it and you
Yeah.
know what
I
the
know how
whole
you
thing-
are. I know
yeah,
how you
so-
are. But I done made them mad, and you know me. I'm the conduit of everything. I'm so emotional.
listen, you kind of deserve it.
Yeah.
You broke his stuff. The
Yeah.
first time
I
you
didn't
came
think
over, man.
it was like okay. Shut up.
And I don't
Okay, we came up and I didn't feel like anything following us. I didn't feel like you okay.
It's like when cousin Eddie went to Clark's house for Christmas and touches the windmill and it just all falls
and
apart.
it falls apart. Oh my god. I forgot about that.
damn it.
No, that's totally it.
Yeah.
That is totally
we,
it.
we came up here and it's like there was no indication, no footsteps, no feeling of nothing. There was nothing. So I was like, this is just a place. There's nothing up here. And then I grabbed that trophy and I was like, oh, there's a ghost up here. He's gonna be mad. And I broke it. And the second I broke it, I literally like the whole
And
energy
what
of
was
the
really
room.
funny about that is, oh god, Sarah was up here and she told you, she was like, no, it's don't do that because it'll be bad vibes or something like
Yep.
that. And you're like, oh, I bet. And then you did it, and
If
then
I were-
she like ran.
Yeah.
out.
If I recall, I think it was just me, Sarah, and somebody else. But we were.
I think I was up here.
Yeah.
with
You were up here, yeah.
And I picked up the trophy and I was like, I'll break it. And I wasn't really going to do it. And then she was like, don't do it. And I was like,
Yeah.
it's happening now. You shouldn't have said that.
She was warning you.
I'm passing the buck off onto her. I'm just saying I wouldn't have done it had she not said something.
Bullshit.
I don't believe you.
That is bullshit. You know that. Don't even try to play.
You
it
can't
off.
prove that in a court of law. Shut the fuck up.
I'm a character witness. I think as sure as shit I can. But
yeah.
anyway, yeah. So we will record that and we'll
Yep.
post
Yes.
it up. And we, we've got a bunch of ideas that we want to kind of
Yeah.
expand on the guild, and it's just working on it. And yeah,
It's getting timing and everything and scheduling and all
Right,
that. It's
right.
just, ugh. But
yeah. So anyways, yeah. I think we're gonna wrap it up right there.
yeah, we've meandered about quite a bit and
Yeah.
left on some few tangents. We did story time multiple
Yeah.
Yep.
times.
So actually, before we close it out, I'm gonna pitch it to the audience. If you want to hear more about stuff like outside the guild, like movies maybe or something like that, some kind of extra commentary, if you will, let us know down in the comments for sure, because we would love to expand, outside of the
Yeah.
guild, talking about anything. And so
Don't forget to
definitely let
like,
us know.
comment, and subscribe.
And share.
Ring that bell. Share.
Yeah, because we want to expand the brand.
Yep.
Also,
Yeah.
something to bring up to the audience, just as a question. If you enjoyed story time, if any of that made it through, and you want to hear more of me and Kyle's.
Well, anybody's stories, because I
Yeah.
mean, we all have crazy stories.
Well, I was saying is we always have a guest here to talk about
Yeah.
stuff, but if they ever want an episode of just you and me going through our story times,
That
let
could
us
be
know.
a whole other podcast.
oh, that could be in a series in and of itself.
yeah, and not a good one. Just
I think it would be fun. It would be funny.
Well, yeah, for sure. But anyways, yeah, definitely let us know. And then if you have any suggestions outside of those, we'd love to hear them. Also, come on in, like we were saying.
Yeah.
Play some games. Get to know us, because we'd love to know more people around here. And even if you're not local, come on in and hang out to get to know us at 205 South First.
Yep.
And then on that note,
You have to do it. I'm not doing it.
here we go. All right. Roll some dice.
I don't know why we do this.
I like it.
It's a thing.
It's
It's a thing.
Bye. Love you from the guild.
Yeah.